Welcome to another concept video, but instead of me reading your guys' operator concepts, I made this post that you guys see right here on my YouTube community page. Caption: if you had to pick a collab skin for another game, show, movie, or anything, what would it be? And I said I would pick Rookie from Halo 3 ODST to have his skin for Sentry. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am a major, and I mean major fan of the Halo franchise. I know, it's kind of wild considering I'm an R6 YouTuber, but there's a reason why you guys always see a Halo Reach replica in the background, or my nerd shelf as I like to call it. It's literally just Halo, Gears of War, Warhammer, and Siege. So I thought Sentry would be pretty cool to have a Halo 3 ODST skin. But I also base this idea off of what we've been getting recently. And what we've been getting recently are skins like the Borderlands series, Resident Evil, Rick and Morty, even Halo, and a whole bunch more. So given the fact that Ubisoft is cooking on the skin sector of Rainbow Six, I figured I'd ask your guys' opinion on what you think should be in the game. Now, I've done a video like this in the past before, but those are just strictly my ideas. So if you guys like the video, be sure to drop a like as it's free and helps your boy out. Also, be sure to comment down your own skin idea. Keep it fresh. It doesn't have to be video game related, movie related, show related. It could be based off a book, literally anything. Have fun with it. All you gotta do is comment down what operator and what skin and where it's from. But let's get into your guys' concepts. And we've got quite a few. First one coming from Complex R6. For Damos as Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. This one is so simple, but it works out so well. I'm actually a big fan of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I just recently reinstalled it to get another playthrough. So I am familiar with Arthur Morgan's game. And obviously, I'm familiar with Damos. I'm assuming the connection really comes down to the revolver, which would make sense. Damos is a hunter, Arthur Morgan is a survivor / hunter. I guess there's a bunch of aspects of him that are very similar to Damos. So if I'm being real, it actually makes sense. If I had to base the Arthur Morgan collaboration, I would assume it would be his regular uniform that you just play throughout the game, if you don't change your cosmetic at least, which is typically just a blue shirt and like, you know, your normal cowboy getup. Damos is very mysterious and dark, so I would say swap out the blue shirt for a black shirt. As simple as that. But I could see it working. You know how fucking terrifying it would be to just be hunted by Arthur goddamn Morgan? It would be horrifying, but also honestly comical. It'd be funny as hell. If I had to rate this idea, I'm not against it. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Again, it makes sense, but to me, it's not the most perfect collaboration for Damos. If I think it is a perfect collaboration with Damos, I'm going to give it a 10, and I think it needs to happen. A 9 is pretty much saying I would be totally with the idea of being a skin, but that there are better options. Thank you, Complex, for your submission. On to the next. From Crim Reaper 99. Agent 47 for Pulse, or Chris Redfield for Oryx. Agent fucking 47. Let's get that part first. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have played a few of the Hitman games. The first ever introduction was Hitman Absolution for me, which is a very different playstyle game compared to the normal Hitman series. But nonetheless, Agent 47 is pretty much the same throughout the entirety. In fact, I would say he's way more serious than the normal Hitman series. Now, just like Damos comparing his revolver to Arthur Morgan, I'm gonna make the assumption you're just really calling fucking Pulse bald, which, you know what? He pretty much is. But honestly, this works. I'm okay with Pulse being Agent 47. Both bald guys who hunt you down with murderous intent. And if you really think about it, Pulse is pretty much a hitman but for defenders. Well, besides Cav, but you know what I mean. Simple uniform. Just the default Agent 47 uniform with the red tie, white undershirt, black suit. I'm gonna say black gloves, and obviously the goddamn barcode on the back of his head. This I'm going to rank an 8 out of 10, simply because I think it's great, but I also don't know if this is the perfect operator for Agent 47. I don't know, let me know down below in the comments. But on to his other half, Chris Redfield. I'm gonna be real, I have no idea who Chris Redfield is. Let me look him up real quick. Maybe I know the face. I'm so dumb, it's Resident Evil. Not gonna lie to you guys, totally forgot his name. I've watched the series, I've never played Resident Evil. Okay, don't come at my fucking neck. If I'm being real though, he's kind of got the physique of Oryx. From what I remember, he's quite active, or he gets active, I should say. God, I'm not really, it's kind of hard to base this off of anything, off the simple fact that I'm actually not familiar with Chris Redfield as much as I remember. I'm not going to rank this, actually. I'm going to let you guys rank this one. I already ranked Agent 47. I think it's fair to let you guys rank Chris Redfield as Oryx. Crim Reaper, thank you for your submission. On to the next is from Coloring Book. Book just wanted to be included in this video. He's in Feeling Lonely. He literally just said Yana is Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3. I'm gonna let you guys know, Book has got around, I don't know, 2,000 fucking hours in Baldur's Gate 3. That's the only reason why he said this. However, I actually don't think this would fit Yana. In fact, I think it would be more Kavera, and I say that simply because I'm okay with Shadowheart mounting me. I didn't stutter. I don't want this edited out. Yeah, I stand on business, and I think Book would probably agree with me. This is a 10 out of 10 idea for the simple fact of just my hormones going after it. But on to the next. From Cam to Techie, Black Widow as Ella. Oh, okay, now we're getting into it. Unironically, I could see this being a perfect fit. And it really comes down to the Black Widow movie. If you guys ever watched it, I'm not trying to give spoiler. It's not really a spoiler alert, okay? But Black Widow actually has a sister. Ella has a sister, Zofia. I'm just saying, we could get Black Widow's sister in this bitch as well. A 2-for-1. Or 2-for-1. I'm gonna go 2-for-1 collaboration. We've gotten them in the past. I'm okay with this though. Playstyle, I mean, if I'm being honest, Black Widow is a, well-renowned assassin. And when I think of assassin, I think of Kavera. However, if I really think about it, all these operators are specialists. They're all killers. And I'm honestly okay with Ella off the simple fact that just like Black Widow has a sister and they have a rivalry, Zofia and Ella have a rivalry. It's just perfect. This is a 10 out of 10. I don't care. I'm going to quickly rank this. This is a 10 out of 10. I'm okay with Black Widow being in the game as Ella. That's a cool collaboration. Marvel collaboration. I never thought about Marvel being in this skin series. Ooh, that gave me a lot to think about. Cam2 Techie, you cooked. I don't even know if he thought about the idea of Ella having a sister just like Black Widow, having a very similar passion. But if he did, he's big fucking braining it. On to the next, from floppy_disk120. Oh, there's a bunch of this. Okay, I'm gonna go over all of them. Okay, we're gonna go over all of them, but from the looks of it, it literally just looks like Noble Team. Noble 6 for Maverick, George as Maestro, Kat as Aruni, Glaz as June, Damos as Emil. Ooh, that's a good one. And Carter as Thermite. You know what? I've actually had this idea in the past, except for the Damos idea. I actually never thought about the Damos one. I also don't think I thought about the Carter one, which now that I think about it, that makes sense. Going over Noble 6, I am surprised about the Maverick pick, but if I'm being honest, Noble 6 barely says shit, so I don't know how to compare it to Maverick. But then again, Noble 6 could be either a male or a female, so I'm not really basing it off of anything. Also, I'm basing Noble 6 off of the video game, not the actual books, okay? Don't come at my neck. George as Maestro makes perfect sense to me. Both have big backpacks. George has a fucking enormous backpack. Both hold LMGs. They're both a little bit techie, not really, but they're very, heavy, so it makes sense to me, to be honest. I mean, I said this in the past too. I think George as Maestro is perfection. The only other operator that could play George would be Tachanka. And if I'm being real, I still don't agree with that. I would pick Maestro over Tachanka any day. Kat as Aruni, you sly dog. You sly fucking dog. I know what you did. They're both missing an arm, okay? I get it. I understand what your motive is. If I'm being real, I've made that comparison in the past. And yes, it made sense to me. And that's why I think it works out very well. But I know why you said it, floppy disk. I know your motive. Glaz as June, again, makes sense. The sniper, he's the only male sniper in Rainbow Six Siege that we have currently. The only other one would be Callie, but she's female, so. Glaz is very silent. I mean, he fits the description of a sniper, and June was the silent motherfucker of the group. That dude was just, I don't even think he said that many lines throughout the whole series. I think Noble 6 low-key said more than June. Okay, that's cap. I know that. Nightfall, literally, June is just talking the whole time, but you guys know what I'm saying. Damos as Emil might be the 10 out of 10 idea. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was saying it in the beginning of the video why I didn't give that one a 10, and it's because I think there would be one better. I think Emil is the perfect thing. We already have Master Chief in the game as Sledge. We already have Spartan Kelly as Frost. Give us fucking Emil, and I'd be the happiest person. I hate Gears 5 with a passion. It's the most garbage game I ever played. However, I definitely had to comp the Emil and Cat skin in that game. That's how much I love Reach. It is my favorite Halo. but Emil is such a badass. I don't know if you guys ever watched the streams or any videos in the past, but I will always go, I'm ready! How about you? Just like Emil before he, you know, gets clapped by a bunch of Zealot class elites, but that's just me. Carter as Thermite for the last one. Perfection. Perfection. If I really think about it, in my opinion, the playstyle Thermite fits Carter. Carter's a leader. I think the leader of any attacking team is always going to be Thermite. Without Thermite, you can't get shit done. Without Carter, Noble team would be fucking lost. I mean, once they lost Carter in, you know, the Scarab incident, it was just Noble 6 as well as Emil. And honestly, they didn't really seem to have an idea what the fuck to do. They were just kind of winging it low-key. Guidance is needed. Thermite can guide all the attackers. It makes sense. So if I had to rank them all, Noble 6, I'm going to give a solid 7 out of 10. I don't actually know how that would work with Maverick. George as Maestro, that's a 10. Kat as Aruni, another 10. Glaz as June, a 10. I'm sorry, guys, I'm glazing, but it's just, it makes sense. Floppy disk cooked, and that's because he shares the same opinions as me. I'm very biased, I'm sorry. Damos as Emil, if I had to go higher, it'd be an 11 out of 10. Imagine Emil hunting you down, but it's just Damos. And Carter as Thermite, shocker, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I'm sorry, I can hear the boos. I am a Halo glazer, but this was a really good comparison. On to the next one. From Zeniel Crumholes. That's a weird fucking name. Maverick as Joel from The Last of Us or Nathan Drake. Ooh. Oh, man. I don't know how to feel about this one. What would fit more? Nathan Drake or Joel? I feel like Nathan Drake would low-key fit more and I could see it happening and I would be okay with it. Joel, I just think of Pedro Pascal now because of the actual TV show. And if you guys didn't know, they don't look nothing alike. There's like no similarities. Maverick has some qualities that match Nathan Drake, but also I could genuinely see Nathan Drake using a blowtorch for literally fucking anything. I don't know if Joel would. Doesn't really seem to be that active that way. Plus, he'd probably scream if he, you know, saw a fucking golf club. For the Joel ranking, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna cut it short. I'm gonna give that one a solid 5 out of 10. I'm not crazy about that one. The Nathan Drake, I'm gonna give an 8 out of 10. I still think that we can get a better Maverick skin. I don't think any of us have said anything perfect. I don't want to give my 10 ranking and then later we read something that was just significantly better. It can't work that way. I'm shooting for the stars, not the fucking moon. But on to the next. Thank you, Zeniel Crumholes, for your submission. From Rinkshi Buddy. The Ghostrunner GR74 for Scopos. He said Scorpios, but I know you meant Scopos. Be honest with you, I had no idea what the fuck the Ghostrunner was. I did look it up. I literally had not a clue. And if I'm being quite honest with you, I still don't know what this is from. I mean, it's obviously from Ghostrunner. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Is he full robot or is he like humanoid? I said humanoid. That's not the right word. Cyborg. Yes, cyborg. It looks interesting though. The only thing that doesn't work for me is off the simple fact that there are 2 Scopos drones. Now, I don't know. I've never played the game. I don't know if there's more than one of these robots running around. I couldn't tell you. I'm very biased on this one. If I've already had a 10 out of 10 idea for my Scopos, and that would be the 2 portal robots. There's 2 Scopos drones. There's 2 portal robots. Make it happen. Except one of them is just, you know, short and stubby and the other one's freakishly tall. It wouldn't work with a headshot thing, but I like the idea there. However, this Ghostrunner idea, I mean, it looks cool. Again, just very unaware. Based off of looks, I think it looks sick. He looks badass. But if I'm being real, I feel like this would be more of like a Vigil than it would be of a Scopos. And that might sound stupid because, you know, Vigil's not a fucking robot. But it's just weirdly enough, I feel like it'd be more Vigil. I am not going to rank this one. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'm going to rank this one, but keep it with heavy mind of I don't know what this is too much. I'm going off of what I could see with my own eyes. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think that's where I lie. However, comment down below what you think about this. If you had to rank it, if you played it, inform me. I don't know anything. If you actually have information about this, I will gladly read it in the comment section. But on to the next one. From MC Freakazoid. Pilot from Titanfall for Ace. Yep, I could see this happening. I mean, it's just a Titanfall pilot. It's simple. And to be honest, it's just badass. Like, who the hell doesn't like the pilots? I feel like you don't even have to like Titanfall to appreciate this character. I played a lot of Titanfall 1. I barely played 2, to be honest, because that time I was kind of addicted to this thing we call Rainbow Six Siege. But if I'm being real, I have no idea if Ace would be the perfect suit for this or Solus. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I love this idea. I don't think this is an Ace skin. I think this is a Solus skin. Okay, hear me out. Solus already has like the helmet, the visor. You know, her ability, her goggles literally brighten up. The pilot's visor is pretty much glowing up the entire time. It kind of works. There's also female and male pilots. It doesn't really matter which one it is. I understand the Ace one. I love the idea. I would give that a solid 8 out of 10. For your ranking. For me, I think you just kind of influenced me. I'm going to pick it for Solus. I think it's better. I think it makes more sense. Even though Ace is a significantly more sought after operator, he has like almost a 95% fucking ban rate. At least we'd be able to play the character skin as well. But I appreciate this one. I like it. From MC Freakazoid, you're a W. On to the next from Crusadia. I'm sorry, I butchered your name. Crocodile Dundee or Steve Irwin skin for Mozzie. I like knowing that if you look at my Mozzie skin currently, it's just a fucking samurai. I'm not sorry about this. I love this uniform. I mean, we all know why he picked these two characters. It's Crocodile goddamn Dundee and just Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin is a W. Off rip. Rest in peace, the GOAT. I don't really know much about Crocodile Dundee. I just know he got a big ass knife. Okay, if I'm being real, that's the only thing I know about him. I'm not gonna rate the Crocodile Dundee part. Again, very biased on this one. The Steve Irwin. Honestly, bro, I could see him being in the game as Mozzie. Like, I really could. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I don't know what else to say. I'm not gonna disrespect the past. Okay, I'm not like that. I mean, I like it. I grew up watching it. I just think that there could be something better for Mozzie. So again, you're not going to get my 10 out of 10 spot, but this is a 9 out of 10 idea. I'd be okay. His elite animation could be literally him wrestling a fucking crocodile, and I'd be the happiest person in this world. From Crusadia, thank you for your submission, but we're on to the next. From Hungry Panda, Robot from Invincible as Scopos, and Human Torch as Maverick, where he just uses flames from his hands instead of a blowtorch. There is a lot to uncover. And if I'm being real, I think he just dethroned my Portal idea, which really sucks. I am a huge fan of both Portal and Invincible. But for Scopos as Robot, it makes sense. Pause if you've never watched Invincible. I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to give you literally 4 seconds. I'm not a piece of trash. I hope you guys actually enjoy it and watch the show. Okay, that was enough time for you to skip forward. But if you really don't care about spoilers, let's continue. Rudy, being the actual controller of the robots, just makes sense. There's more than one robot when it comes to Scopos, as I was just saying with the whole Ghostrunner thing. But also, then again, I'm very unaware of that series, so I can't really, you know, compliment on it. I said compliment. I meant to say comment, but, you know, big words, big words. But in Invincible, Rudy literally has multiple robots. Like, multiple. And it makes sense. God damn. I'm also going to call him Rudy because I'm not going to call him by his real name. If you know, you know. If you watch season 3. But this, it just works out. Like, I don't know what else to say other than it makes sense to me. And this might be my favorite one so far, is Rudy, is Robot or Rudy as Scopos. This is a 10 out of 10 idea. You debunked my 10 out of 10. I thought the Portal idea was fantastic. I still do. It's just the height thing. It would not work with Siege. This would work with Siege because the robot is literally like just a normal person and there's multiple of them. But on to the next one. The Human Torch as Maverick. And he uses his fucking hands as a blowtorch. The creativity that Hungry Panda has given us today is diabolical. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, fire. Okay, Human Torch, Maverick, making holes, fire. Okay, obviously fire is involved. 2 things. 1, I don't mind the idea of his hands being able to use it as like a torch. That's actually quite cool. And that should be like an elite. And I'd be okay with that. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me or that wouldn't work was, is he in his actual torch form where he's just, you know, on fucking fire? Or is he just in his normal force suit? And he could just, you know, activate his ability, which would make sense. Because if he's running around and he looks like he's on fire, I don't like that. I would rate that alone like a 1 out of 10. That's a pay to lose skin. But if it's like your normal Fantastic Four uniform, that's like an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. I like the idea. God, no, I'm lying. I'm gonna give it a 9. Fuck, do I give it to a 10? The more I think about it, I feel like there's still one more character that could debunk this. This is a close 10. I'm gonna give it a 9 though. This is a very close 10. I'm not gonna... Ooh, he almost got 2 10s. Should I let him have 2 10s? trying to think who could be better than the Human Torch. I couldn't even think of one. Maybe the Human Torch is our new 10 out of 10. Fuck it, Panda, you just gave us 2 out of 10s. God damn it. God damn it. You won this battle, buddy. On to the next. From the Illuminati. What the fuck is... Wait. The Illuminati. What the fuck? I'm actually struggling with this. From the Illuminati. I can't. This is a really hard one to pronounce. I'm assuming Shiv just kept that part in the video to embarrass me. Shiv, you piece of trash. Ben Carmine from Gears of War as an elite skin for Sentry, and Dare from Halo 3 ODST as an elite skin for Striker. Oh, you bitch. You son of a bitch. You did it. You hit my 2 favorite games of all time, and you hit my favorite Carmine brother. Now, I'm going to make the assumption that Ben Carmine as the skin for Sentry comes down to the fact that Ben Carmine is actually a recruit, all right? He's also a normal foot soldier amongst the COG. I'm assuming that was the comparison that he made with Sentry. Sentry is like the recruit. I could see the comparison. Like, God damn it. I hate when you... Like, why are you guys cooking? Like, I thought I had good ideas, but you guys have, like, banger ideas. Man, shit. That's a good one. That's, like, a really good one. And it kind of upsets me because of how good it is. I love Ben Carmine, bro. He's my favorite. I feel like he's everybody's favorite Carmine brother. That and Clayton. But Ben Carmine holds, like, a dear spot in my soul. When he got double eaten within, like, 20 minutes, you know, he got eaten by a worm, and then he got eaten by a thing that was eating him inside the worm. May he rest in peace. I was upset, man. I was like, man, this game sucks. Even though it doesn't, it's a fantastic game. Gears of War 2, best Gears of War campaign-wise. Gears of War 3 still, like, slays. God, that's a good one. The Dare one from Halo 3 ODST also makes sense to me. I'll be real with you. The only thing that doesn't work for the whole Striker is the fact that Dare is pretty much the captain of the squad. Was she captain? It was Buck who was a sergeant. I think Dare was the captain, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I feel really dumb. The fact that I love ODST, I love Halo, and I can't remember. I don't think she was higher than a captain. I think she was a captain. And Striker is pretty much, again, the recruit version, but on defense. If I had to rate both of these, I love them both. The Ben Carmine as Sentry is a goddamn 9 out of 10. I think there could be a better skin. And the Dare one, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Again, it doesn't, to me, with the whole Striker, doesn't really make sense with the ranks. I'm really overthinking it. I think it would look fantastic. Otherwise, we all know me. I would buy all these, to be honest. I would be financially irresponsible. If all these skins came out tomorrow, I'm spending a few $100s just to acquire them all. I don't care. But for these 2 operators, I genuinely believe that there could be better options for the 10 spot. And I think my ranking is quite fair. But the Illuminati, thank you. Next up from XTOMJ. I don't even think you can pronounce that. It doesn't even look like a fucking word. Ash as Lois Griffin. It's Fortnite. It's just Fortnite. I'm pretty sure. Isn't Lois Griffin in Fortnite? No. I know he's trolling. Like, I appreciate that, but no. I hate the Rick and Morty skins. I like the little alien for Thermite. But I love Rick and Morty. I just think it's kind of ridiculous in this game for the most part. And I think if I saw a literal Lois Griffin who is literally just a mom, like that's her, she is a mom, a stay-at-home mom, I would shit myself. I'm gonna give this like a 3 out of 10. It'd be funny, but it wouldn't get past funny. It'd be like, I don't know if I'd buy it. Wow, I don't know. I'd buy it for the shits and giggles, but I'd take it off. Next up from Urbinaz, Peter Griffin from Family Guy from Maestro. What the fuck is up with these Family Guy posts? Are we dead ass? Are we just playing Fortnite or something? Call of Duty? Isn't Peter Griffin in Call of Duty? Am I tripping? No, I think that's Fortnite. No, he's not. Is he in? Oh no, someone let me know about down below. I don't think he is. I'm gonna be fair. No, I'm not. I think this would be more fitting for Maestro because he's a big back. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10. Again, it's just same logic as the Lois Griffin one. I'm gonna be upset if I get swung by a Peter Griffin and he literally farts on me. Also, the head hitbox would be pay to lose. Like, literally pay to lose. Their heads are enormous in Family Guy. Unless they're just wearing, like, the clothes, then I'd be like, okay, maybe not. But then you gotta make Maestro, like, actually obese. He's gotta be built like me, and that's a problem. Thank you for the submission from both XTom, whatever the fuck your name is, I cannot pronounce it, and Urbinaz. I like it, I appreciate it. I just, no. Not in Siege, alright? Next up is Joey Lopez. We have Doomslayer would work whether it's his Doom the Dark Ages design as a shield op or his Doom Eternal design as Vigil. First of all, first actual shield operator. I'm going to go with the shield op off rip. And I'm going to pick, and if I had to pick an operator, I'm going to go Blackbeard because I feel like it fits him most. Maybe Blitz, but I feel like Blackbeard for the Dark Ages uniform. For his Doom Eternal design, I could see it being Vigil, but I feel like the Dark Ages is just way more fitting in this case. If I had to, we had like a poll for which one would be which, I would pick the Dark Ages shield operator, and I would say Blackbeard. I'd be okay with that. I mean, he got nerfed into the dirt, but I would be okay with seeing like a shield design or whatever as Blackbeard. For this one, I'm gonna give it, honestly, for the Blackbeard idea, that's our first shield operator, that's a 10. I'm okay with that. That's fantastic. I have no argument for this. Like, I couldn't even think of one. For the Doom Eternal Vigil, I'm gonna give that like a 6. That's a 6 out of 10, personally. I like Doom Eternal. I don't know if it fits with Vigil at all. No, not to me, no. Joey Lopez, W submission, and honestly, congratulations on a 10. On to the next from Doom Spark. We have Guts from Berserk for Sledge with the Dragon Slayer as his hammer skin. That's actually, oh my god. We have Doomslayer from Doom the Dark Ages for Oryx. This would actually make more sense for the Doom Eternal, but all right, we can't change it. And we have Walnut from Plant vs. Zombie for Monty. Okay. Honestly, I like the Monty idea, but we'll get to that when we get to it. The Guts idea, that's pretty fun. That's a fun one. I like that. The sledgehammer being where it is diabolical. I don't know if we would want that sword on his back. It's fucking huge, but I do appreciate it. But then again, we have the gravity hammer and it's like a little small sledgehammer, so I'm assuming it would obviously be downsized. For the Guts idea, I'm a fan of it, but I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think it beats Master Chief. Personally, it just, to me, Master Chief is the 10 out of 10. Ubisoft, I could not think of anything better for Master Chief, or sorry, for Sledge, and it would be Master Chief. And for that, I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. And it comes down to the fact that it's not like a hammer, it's a sword. So I don't think I'd feel comfortable with him swinging a big ass sword at people, because that's what people would use it for. They wouldn't use it to break walls. They're gonna try to slice you up. The Doomslayer for Oryx, if it was literally just Doom Eternal, I would actually love this idea. But we just rated the last one for the Dark Ages version, and I said for Blackbeard, and I think that is a 10 out of 10 idea. So for this one, I'm gonna give this like a 7. I think that's fair. I already based my 10. See, this is what happens when I find my 10. I'm gonna base something lower if this was the same thing. It's the same idea. Yeah, the walnut though, that's just so funny. I think it just should be for a shield skin. Like, that's it. I think as a shield skin, the fucking walnut would be perfect. That's a 10 out of 10 idea. I'm not talking about the uniform. I'm literally just strictly a shield skin for Monty. 10 out of 10. You could not complain. It's just funny. All right, you could just like a painting of the walnut from PVZ. Yeah, I'm okay with that. From Doom Sparse. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. W submission, and I really do like the walnut idea. We got 2 more left, but here is from Rexforge. Oryx as Immortal. I know Immortal sucks, but they look similar. You know what? He's got ball knowledge, Chad. That's all that matters. He got ball knowledge. So Immortal, he does suck. He's a trash superhero. To the point where it's like, I don't even know if I consider him a superhero. Again, pause real quick for spoilers. I want everybody to watch Invincible. It's fantastic. All right, and at this point, if you have it skipped, it's your fault. I've given you warning. That motherfucker Immortal has had his head cut off way too many times in the series. Like, way too. I don't even know how many times. Like, I want to say like 5 or 6. I don't know how many. Like, he gets clapped. Like, clapped a lot. Like, he came back to life and he went to kill Omni-Man in the first season, and he got clapped again. Except only worse. He got like ripped in half. It was bad. Bro got pieced up, and then Mark, you know, in the other dimension or in the future, had to put him down again. Like, it's just like, bro, he is the worst superhero. But if I'm being real, Oryx as Immortal, it makes sense to me. Like, he just be like, he's a brick. Like, he just runs through shit. He doesn't really think logically. I know he's like very team oriented, and Oryx players aren't. And that for that reason, it would not be a 10. But like, look wise, he's actually not wrong. Rexforge is correct. He looks very similar to Immortal, same build, like hair, like it literally is Immortal low key. And for that, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'd be okay with another Invincible skin. It's just not a 10. I think there'd be something significantly better for Oryx. Maybe Bane, in my opinion, would be perfect for Oryx. That would be my 10 idea. but that's just me. W, Rex Forge, I actually love that one. And on to our last from R7 Siege. And he goes, if I'm going to be 100% honest, I think that if they add Dexter as a skin, I'm not sure for who, but I think that would be very peak. Not a video game character though. Like I said, does not have to be a video game character. It could be any character you want. Now, let's go over together what operators would go for. Looking at this so far, it's got to fit the personality as Dexter. We could literally just say Doc and be done with it. Like that would work for me, would be Doc. He's very like handsy. That makes sense to me. If I'm being real, it's a toss-up between Doc and Pulse. I say Pulse because he just sees heartbeats. That's my only correlation. If I'm being real, I do think it fits Doc more. Let's say it's for Doc. Let's say Dexter Morgan is for Doc. How would we rate this? It makes sense. He is the blood specialist or analyst, whatever you want to call it. Doc is a doctor. It's the only operator I feel like that would make sense for him besides Pulse. And I think Pulse would be like the serial killer side of him. I think Doc would be like his day-to-day. Kind of like, you know, he has like a whole, like very, got like two sides to him. Pulse wants to kill you, Doc wants to save you. That's the vibe I get. It fits, to be honest. I'm okay with the Doc more than I am the Pulse. If I had to rate the Pulse idea, like a 6. If I had to rate the Doc though, that's like a 7. A solid 7. I'd be okay. It really comes down to it's just like low-key Dexter's just like a normal guy. It's just a serial killer. Like nothing spectacular about him. And I wouldn't be like, oh shit, I gotta get the Dexter skin. Nah, I wouldn't be like that. I'd be like, oh cool, that's cool. And then I'd probably buy him, and then I'd probably use almost like the Navi skin or almost anything over it. But I would purchase it. I would say that. Yeah, I think that ranking is quite fair. But yes, that has been this episode of Operator Skin Concepts. I don't know what I'm gonna call this series. Just the skin concepts. We already have the Operator concepts. This is gonna be the Operator Skin Concepts. We could do weapon skins if you guys want for the next one. This is fun. I only let you guys sit on this whole topic for like, I don't know, 6 hours, I think. Not even. And you guys cooked. So I'm gonna allow this video to sit for a while, like the operator concept video. We're gonna make this another series. I like the concept idea. We're gonna come up with another concept video idea. That's gonna be a map idea. When I make that post, you guys can partake in it. Okay, it won't be for a while. But I like doing these concept video ideas with you guys. It's actually fun and engaging. Some of you guys are fucking crazy though. Like come on, Family Guy, let's be real. L idea. Everybody else though, you cooked. I can't lie, you cooked. If you guys like the video and you want to partake, like I said before, comment down below your skin concept or collaboration concept. Let us know down below, and you know, share with everybody. You know, everybody likes feedback, unless you're gonna harass them. Don't do that. No. Well, it's already been a long video, so let's cue the outro music. I'm at the butt, I bet you call. I'm about to say all the wire. You know I love a tiger. I can go to her ass like a tiger. She like Puppy on fire. She like Puppy on fire. You not doing up your way. You got a gun, nigga. Me too. Buddy go what? Buddy go. Got buddy go. Blush. Buddy go. Digging that, looking back. Nigga digging that back. Buddy go back. Got him. Buddy